My name is Zimasa Dubeni and I come from a small village of Mbinzana, Ekamata, under the town of Imvaba. I was fortunate enough to be enrolled for a bachelor degree and it gave me an opportunity to do what I love, which is to do natural sciences. I remember my first day like it was yesterday because it was such a beautiful moment in that it was my first time ever seeing a university. And I didn't know what I wanted to do. All what was in my mind is that I wanted to be a doctor. My day-to-day in the work of a botanist and a lab technician, it is to go out in the field with every tool that you should have when collecting plants. Our research is based on looking at plants for their anti-cancer properties. So throughout the research that we do, we are hoping by 2027 we will be having a product that is produced that is able to combat cancer as we know it. My life as a PhD student has been the tough one. There's a lot of things that happen in studying. We all know that you start with your plan A, it doesn't work, you go to B until Z. So some of the challenges that I faced while doing my undergrad was making sure that I passed my modules. Sometimes the module would be difficult that I wouldn't get a pass mark so that I'm able to get on to the second or even the third year. So failure is one of the challenges that I had trouble overcoming. One tool that I always use when I'm faced with such challenges is to regroup and align myself with people that were doing better in the modules that I was doing.
My name is Ziyanda Mzozo. I come from Kwapata, Mzimkulu. It's a small town in KZN. So for me, I always wanted to pursue my academic career. So I went to Fort Hare and then I did my undergrad. Then I wanted to do my PhD and then I joined the research group of abalone ranching. So abalone are critically endangered species in South Africa. So as a result, it's very rare to see abalone in its natural environment. So when we release abalone larvae in the ocean, because they are planktonic, so they might disperse. So then my project is trying to figure out the correct timing as to when we can release these abalone, and then as soon as we release them, we know that they're going to cycle. Some of the challenges for studying abalone species in a lab setting is that the abalone is a marine species. So of course, like our labs are in Alice where we are on land. So we couldn't keep that species alive in Alice. So that means now the best option was then to keep the species alive in aquaculture farms. But then now the challenge is that for me as a student who is registered and based in Alice, I had to move from Alice to be closer to the farm. And then when we were conducting this experiment, we had to use a lot of water. So the type of a system that I was using for my experiment is called a flow-through system, where the water is pumped directly from the sea into my system and back to the ocean. So when I finally realized that my experiment was a success, it gave me hope, because for now it was a tool that we're going to be using to improve wild abalone population stock in South Africa. So if I had a message for someone who looks like me and you come from a background similar to mine, I'd say if you have a dream, just go for it. Don't focus on the circumstances that are in front of you right now. Just try as hard as you can, push through, because you will see that on the other side things are different.
uZiyanda uthande ukuthwala nzima kuba ufunde umzali wakhe engasasebenzi, kodwa wakwazi ukuthi uThixo amthwale waphumelela. Ndiyabonga kakhulu namhlanje ede wafumana uba agraduate le PhD yakhe.
Hayi, kokuqala ndingathi ndiziva ndonwabe kakhulu. Andizange ndiyicinge okokuba singade sifikelele apha ngenxa yee-challenges ke umuntu ebegqitha kuzo nezinto ezibunzinyana abufumanayo through his studies. Kodwa ke sibulela uThixo uba emthwele wade wabe uyifumene le nto ebeyifuna namhlanje. Sithi ngudokta. Sivuya kakhulu kuba negama lefamily ulibeke emephini.